Hello, I am Eloise and this is my channel, and today I've decided to do some spring skin. Now I know it doesn't look like spring outside, however I am dying for a glowy, lightweight skin look. So I've decided to show you how I'm going to do it today. So I've got the beachy hair, I'm ready for summer. Who's ready for summer? Because I am. I cannot wait for the glow from within, and that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you how to do some cream contouring, how to add some blush into your look, how to do a really simple eye look as well, using a very exciting new palette. If you want to know how to get from this to this, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you in a little bit just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to get this barnet out the way. That'll do. So to start off, as always, we've got to prep the skin, and for the skin to glow from within, we've got to go in with our usual Kiehl's. So this is the Hydra Plumping Retexturizing Serum. Put that all over the skin. And this, oh my god, this stuff, I cannot explain how incredible it is. My mum even said to me the other day, have you had Botox? She was about to get really angry with me. I was like, no, honest. Do you think I would be able to move my forehead like this if I had Botox? And she went right out to the shops and she bought it herself. And now I'm going to go in with my Daily Reviving Concentrate by Kiehl's. Just 5 drops of that. Warm that up in the hands and press that in. Okay, now the skin is looking very, very hydrated and glowy. I'm going to quickly put some eye cream on because I cannot live without an eye cream now. So this is just the Avocado Eye Cream by Kiehl's, and I just warm it up on my ring finger and put that on the orbital bone. And you have the least amount of pressure from the ring finger, so that's why you have to use it around your eyes, because that's the delicate area. So now that's on, I just want to leave it to sink in for about a couple of minutes, because if we go straight in with the foundation, then you're not gonna get all the benefits from all the goodness that we just put on the skin. I was rooting through my drawers for all of my spring skin base bits, and I came across my Dead Sea Spa Magic Sun Safe oil-free facial gel, and it's got an SPF of 50, which is incredible. This is a primer as well as an SPF. So I like to use this. I particularly use this on holiday. I know I should use it all year round, however I just forget about it, to be honest with you, because I don't really prime my skin anymore. But I am going to use it today just to show you it's such an incredible product. It is oil free, it quickly absorbs into the skin, it's not greasy, and it's perfect for makeup base, and it's got vitamin C and vitamin E in there. So it comes out like a gel. Probably put way too much on my hands there, and it feels so, oh, I forgot how good this stuff is. It feels and smells incredible. Just takes me back to holiday. I love this stuff, and they were out of stock for so long because it's just so good. Okay, so now that we've popped that on, it's time to get into foundation. On my Face in 15 video, which is linked down below, I used a large powder brush to apply my foundation. I've also got a little video on my Instagram that shows me using this as well. I love using a huge brush to just quickly apply foundation. It shears out foundation and makes the skin look so glowy as well. So today I'm going to use my Touche Eclat in the shade BD30. So 4 pumps of that. I like to go in with my Liquid Aura by Urban Decay to add a bit more glow into it. I've said before, the drop is really annoying, but I'm just going to do a couple of drops of that, and I'm just going to mix that all together with my large powder brush, and I'm just going to stripe it all over the skin. Because it's such a large brush, it literally just paints it on for you. It's great. All I can smell is that Sun Safe. It's so good. This is a glowy foundation anyway. If you've got oily skin, I wouldn't recommend it because I do get a bit shiny throughout the day, but it's beautiful for summer skin, spring skin. I'd probably put way too much on my hand because I've still got loads left. I waste so much foundation all of the time. I'm going to use a lot of cream products today rather than powders, just because it's going to keep that glow and radiance running throughout the skin. Making sure to bring that down my neck because I'm trying to fake that I am actually a BD30. But you know me, I hate being my natural skin tone, so I've got to go at least one shade up. So already that looks really nice and radiant. It doesn't look like I've got too much on either, which is always a plus. It looks very light. So now that that's on, I'm going to go in with some concealer. Standard, obviously going to go in with my naked skin. So I like to put it under my eyes to help brighten. And I want to go slightly lighter today, just in the centre of the concealer. I saw it in Boots and I was like, I used to love this concealer. It's the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the shade CW2. I used to love this concealer, it's amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to grab my Real Techniques sponge and just bounce that into the skin, concentrating on the chin, the forehead and the nose first, so that it gives the under eyes time to set slightly and give more coverage. And it's nice to have sort of like a light to medium coverage foundation and then build up where you need it with concealer, and that makes sure that your face doesn't look cakey, you haven't got too much product on. It's a nice little tip, especially if you've got any acne scarring or acne. It's nice to just have a light layer of foundation and then build up where you need it with concealer. Okay, now that that's all bounced into my skin, I've been obviously using my Maybelline Matte Maker, but I've been using a really dense brush at the minute. So this is just a Real Techniques one. It's angled and it's really dense. So I like to use this brush to press it underneath my eyes, because I feel it really gets under there and helps to stop creasing as well. Inevitably I'm going to get creasing underneath my eyes because I have got a couple of fine lines under there. Most liquid concealers are going to crease underneath my eyes. Some do more than others, so thicker ones crease more under my eyes than thinner ones. If you feel like you have creasing underneath your eyes, unfortunately most things are going to crease under there. So the way that I like to cover them is putting shadow underneath there. That's a nice little tip for you to use. So I'm just pressing this powder anywhere that I'm going to get a little bit oily. Maybe my foundation is going to sit in those lines, so like my laughter lines, my frown lines, my forehead lines, underneath my eyes, and that's the only place that I like to put powder. I'm going to use a new product. I bought this the other day. I'm so excited to use it. You know I love the NYX powder contour palette. They've now brought out a cream contour palette, so I'm going to try this out today. What I love about them as well is they're refillable. So the other day, you saw in a couple of my other videos, on my powder contour one, a lot of them have hit pan, so I refilled them the other day. They're £3.50 for a little pan to pop back in. Amazing idea! That's what I wish Kay would do with their contour palette, because you can see I've hit pan, but I've had to go buy another one just to get the highlight and the powder, but these are still going strong, so that I wish Kay would do that with the shapeshifter. However, today I'm going to use this. So I think I'm going to go in with these two shades. These are the two colours that I use from the powder contour palette. So all I'm going to do is grab my Urban Decay diffusing highlighter brush, and I'm just going to mix those two, and I'm just going to pat off the excess on the back of my hand, and in circular motions I'm just going to start to warm up the skin. If you've got dry skin, it's the perfect way to warm up the skin without using powder. This doesn't feel too creamy, so I feel like this will dry down nicely. How nice does that look? That's really natural looking as well. So now I'm going to do the same on the forehead and the jawline. I went a bit crazy there, so I'm just going to bounce it back, and that has really nicely warmed up the skin. Can you see the difference between this side and this side? Very flat, nice and warmed up. I'm just going to repeat the same steps on the other side. Okay, so that's nicely bronzed up my face. So I don't think I need to go in with any powder because that's really nice and natural looking, very light. So now I'm just going to go in with some liquid highlighter. I don't think I'm going to go in with this one. I prefer a liquid rather than a cream. This just feels, it's okay, it's just not a formula I prefer to use. So I'm just going to pop this one away. And I did pick up the other day a NYX Away We Glow liquid highlighter in the shade Crystal Glare, or I like that name. And I'm just going to pop this on the back of my hand. I'm going to do 3 of those. And on the flat side of my sponge, I'm just going to bounce that in there. Ooh, that's nice. That's a really soft glow. And I feel like you could put this on bare skin if you're around the pool, on the beach, on holiday. That's really nice. A little bit on the forehead. This is where we add the natural skin-like glow. I feel like a sweaty looking forehead is just something I am obsessed with, that gym skin. I love it. I'm just gonna put a little bit. This will be interesting because I've already put powder on my nose, so let's see. It's not separating, which is nice. Oh, yeah, I just love that wet, sweaty look. That looks really lovely. Do I put some powder highlighter on top? Oh, I mean, how could I say no? I'm just going to use my large tapered powder brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to go ever so lightly over the top because I feel like it feels still wet on my skin. So I just want to powder it down a little bit. I don't want it to sit into any of my lines. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at that. Forehead highlight is just one of my favourite things in the world. Since I started doing that, I'm just so much happier in myself. Just highlight it everywhere, man. Just love it. I look like a Tin Man, but that's just something I love. So now I'm going to go in with some blush. I've got 2 NYX high definition blushes. One, this is called Summer. I feel like I need to use this one. I just love this one. It's just so pretty. I think this would be great as an eyeshadow as well, actually. So I'm just going to use the tiniest amount because they're quite pigmented. And I'm just going to smile and just put it right here. It is a matte, however, because we've got that glow there, it does make it slightly shimmery, which is really pretty. Knocking it back a little bit. And that just gives a really nice flush of colour. I'm obsessed with how this is looking. I may as well set my skin actually. So I'm just going to quickly set my skin with the All Nighter Pollution Protection Spray. Now this is exactly the same formula as the All Nighter setting spray, however it's got added benefits. It's going to really help protect against the environmental damages that are attacking your skin basically. So it creates a layer that shields your skin from the pollution damage. So I'm just going to give it a good old shake it to wake it, and I'm just going to hold my hair back, lift my chin so the mist falls on top. And that is going to set my skin for up to 16 hours. I'm going to quickly do my brows and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to do some easy spring inspired eye makeup when this happens to you. A little trick actually, grab a spoolie once it's dried and just brush it away. Okay, so I've quickly done this eye off camera. It is literally 2 colours. And I've also put some lashes on because I feel like I need some big fluttery lashes if I've got quite a simple, soft, smoky eye. I'm also going to show you how to put lashes on without having to put liner on the lash line. So stay tuned for that. But all I've done is done my brows. So today I've actually used a different brow product to usual. So I haven't used my NYX Micro Brow pencil, but I've used the NYX Precision Brow Pencil, which looks like this. It's got a pointy end. So this end is the spoolie, which is how I got the mascara off underneath my eye. And then this is the end. So I don't know if you can see, but it's thin on that side, but it's fat on that side. I've been really enjoying it. I need to start going lighter with my brows, more to my hair colour. So I've got the shade Taupe, but it still comes out quite dark, so it's really, really nice. And today I haven't used my NYX mascara in shade Espresso. I've used shade Brunette instead, so it's a little bit more natural looking. Of course, I've used my Subversion lash primer by Urban Decay to fluff them up as well. So that's what I've done with the brows, and then I've carved out with my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. And then for my eyeshadow primer, I've used Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Enigma. So I'm going to show you how to use two colours for this simple spring eye look. So all I've used is my Kristen Lian Daydreamer palette and literally the shade 1212, so this beautiful peachy pink. And then I've used one colour from this Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette. This guy is literally, I've used it every single day since I've got it. I got it about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. It's stunning. It's such a great base palette to have. You can do so many different looks with it, which I'll show you in my next video. Burnt oranges and rich siennas. They're all matte shades except, well, this one's more of a satin shade, so it's a nice highlight shade, but they're just stunning. And all I've used is the shade Wild Thing today, so this beautiful orange colour. Let's get on with it, shall we? So all I'm going to do is take my Zoeva 227 and the shade 1212 from the Kristen Lian Daydream palette. I'm literally just going to pop that into the crease, building up the colour. I'm being quite messy at this point. I just want a rich lay down of colour first, and then we can blend the edges afterwards. This is my favourite eye technique. It's quick, it's simple, you can do it with any colour you like. So now that I've got that rich lay down of colour, you still want to be able to see it when you've got your eye open. That's how far up you want to go. And I'm just going to really, really light-handedly, if that is a word, buff around the edges to soften. So that's blended away really, really nicely, really, really easily. And I'm just going to grab the same colour and pop that underneath. And like I said earlier, this is going to help to disguise your creasing underneath the eye. You could absolutely leave it like this, that would be really, really beautiful. I love these shades with blue eyes. It's just a really pretty colour, I love it. And now I'm going to switch over to my Zoeva 224 and I'm going to take the shade Wild Thing. I'm just going to do the same thing but keep it lower to the lash line. I'm just popping that into the crease, and this blends really nicely into that peachy colour. And I'm just going to start to bring it on the lid as well. And then we can go back in with the 227 with no extra product, just to blend around Wild Thing. I'm currently running a poll on my Instagram on whether to do Spring Skin or the 3 Look in 1 palette. 21 votes for Spring Skin and 16 votes for 3 looks in 1 palette. So if you want to get involved in my polls, make sure you're following me on Instagram and you'll get to decide what I film basically. So I'm pretty happy with how that is looking. And you can even buff a little bit of the orange underneath the eyes as well if you want. I like to use quite big brushes underneath my eyes so that I get quite a lower lash line. It's all personal preference. You can use something smaller like this. Now I'm going to go in with, it's the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Anatomy, which was a Jean-Michel Basquiat exclusive pencil. However, there's a new pencil that comes out with a petite heat called Torch, and it's almost exactly the same, so you can always pick that up now. They are limited edition, so once they're gone, they are gone, so make sure you go and grab that now. All I'm doing is popping this into the waterline. It's a very, very vibrant orange, and it just makes the eyes stand out so much. And I'm just going to wiggle that into the lashes as well. And then I'm going to go back to my 224 and just buff out the pencil. And I feel like this really brings the look together, makes your eyes look incredibly bold and just a nice touch. A lot of people get scared about putting colour into their waterline. It's one of my favourite things to do. Okay, so I'm going in with the same lashes as my last video. So the Prima Lash in SX. They're super long, super wispy, very up my street. And I'm just going to glue them up with some duo glue. And because these lashes have a clear band, it's so much easier to blend them into your natural lashes. So if your lashes have a black band, it's better to put a liner down just so that you don't have that start-stop in the inner corner. It makes it very, very obvious that you're wearing eyelashes. I'm just going to wait for those to dry. So I'm making sure that it's nice and tacky. Okay, so I'm just going to look down, place them into the centre of the eye, and I'm going to, my mirror is so far away right now, so bear with me. Pop down the outer corner. Like I said in my last video, it's completely up to you whether you use tweezers or your fingers. I find it so much easier to use my fingers. I'm just going to pop the inner corner in as well, making sure everything is stuck down where it's meant to be. And the last little trick, you should probably do this with all of your lashes, but if you've got a liner on, it doesn't matter too much. But to help blend the false lashes with your natural lashes is to pinch, and that makes sure that the lash line gets really, really close to your actual lash line. And now you can't even tell that I've got lashes on. So all I'm going to do now is highlight the inner corner. We can't have a glowy face without a glowy inner corner and brow bone highlight. So I'm just popping the Kristen Leanne Beauty Beam in the inner corner with a little pencil brush and on the brow bone. Now we're going to just do a little fun lip as well. I'm going to start off with Bad Blood by Urban Decay. I'm just going to quickly sharpen. And I'm going to line the lips. Now this is quite a nice pinky red, so it goes perfectly with the eyes. And I'm going to do a little ombre as well, so I'm just going to colour in the corners, like so. And now I'm going to switch over to Crash Lip Liner by Urban Decay. Feather that into the red. I love this. Spring and summer should be all about the bright colours, no more nudes. I love that. And just to quickly top off, I've got another new product to show you. Now this isn't even out yet, I'm just very, very excited to show you. This is the Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss by Urban Decay. This one is in the shade Fireball, and I'm just going to top this lip with a gloss, and you can see it's like an orangey pink colour with gold flecks running through it. It's so, so stunning. And it just tops the look off so beautifully. And these have vanilla and peppermint extracts in them, so they have a slight tingling sensation which can give a plumping effect. And that just melds the two pencil colours together, gives the most gorgeous summer sheen that goes with the glowy skin. And I'm just obsessed. I need to zoom in and show you how beautiful is that lip. You can really see the pink reflect as well, and it goes beautifully with the eyes. It tastes so good as well. Okay, so let's get these out. Let's sort the beachy waves out. So that is a finished look. So we've got a very radiant, glowy, healthy, fresh skin for spring, with a matte eye, literally 2 colours and a pencil, a really bold, bright lip that everyone should be rocking this spring. And I just love how it came out. I'm really, really loving it. I'm living for this look. And I think it looks wicked with the cobalt blue top as well. I love a contrast of blue and reds and peaches. I think it looks beautiful together. Make sure you stay tuned for my 3 look in 1 palette next video. So I'm going to do 3 looks with the new Naked Petite Heat palette. Can't wait for that. I just am obsessed with this palette and with these new glosses. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.